The Jedi Temple was quiet that morning. Too quiet. Master Yoda stood alone in the meditation chamber, his eyes closed, his breathing slow. For weeks now, something had been pulling at the edges of his mind, a shadow, a whisper, something wrong. "A disturbance in the Force, I feel," he muttered to himself. "Growing stronger, it is." When the Council convened to discuss the situation on Naboo, Yoda listened carefully. The Trade Federation had blockaded the planet. Queen Amidala needed protection. Qui-Gon Jinn and his Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi were being sent to negotiate. But Yoda knew this was no simple trade dispute. "Master Yoda," Mace Windu said, glancing at him, "your thoughts?" Yoda's ears twitched. He tapped his Geimer stick on the floor. "Go with them, I will." The room fell silent. "You?" Ki-Adi-Mundi blinked in disbelief. "Master Yoda, you have not left Coruscant for a field mission in decades." "Decades, yes," Yoda replied slowly. "But ignore this, I cannot. A great danger, I sense. The Sith returned, they may have." Mace Windu leaned forward. "The Sith have been extinct for a millennium." "Extinct?" Yoda's voice was firm now. Hope that is true, but feel it I do not." No one argued further. Within hours, Yoda boarded the ship alongside Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Qui-Gon greeted him with a respectful bow, though confusion flickered in his eyes. "Master Yoda, I did not expect you to join us." "Expect many things you should not, Qui-Gon," Yoda said quietly, gazing out at the stars. "Darkness ahead, I feel. Prepared we must be." As the ship jumped to hyperspace, Yoda closed his eyes once more. The shadow was growing closer, and soon it would reveal itself. The hangar bay doors hissed open. Queen Amidala's ship had just landed on Naboo when he appeared, a figure in black robes, tattooed face, yellow eyes burning with hate, and a double-bladed lightsaber igniting red. "Get the Queen to safety!" Qui-Gon shouted, drawing his blade. Obi-Wan moved to his side, lightsaber blazing blue. But Yoda did not move. He stood perfectly still, his ancient eyes locked on the warrior before them. "Master Yoda!" Obi-Wan called out. The figure tilted his head, studying them. Then he smiled. "Jedi," the warrior hissed. His voice was cold, venomous. "At last." Qui-Gon stepped forward. "Who are you?" The warrior's smile widened. "I am Darth Maul, servant of the Sith." The words hit like a shockwave. Obi-Wan's eyes widened. "The Sith? That's impossible." "No," Yoda said quietly, stepping forward now. His voice was steady, but there was something heavy in it, something ancient. "Impossible it is not. Alive the Sith are, and strong this one is." Maul's gaze shifted to Yoda. For the first time, something flickered in his eyes. Uncertainty. "You," Maul said slowly, "you are different." "Different, yes," Yoda replied, gripping his lightsaber hilt. "But ready I am." And then, chaos. Maul lunged forward, his double blade spinning like a whirlwind and death. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan moved to intercept, their strikes fast and precise. But Yoda leapt. His small green form became a blur of motion, flipping through the air, his lightsaber clashing against Maul's with explosive force. Sparks flew, the ground cracked beneath them. Maul snarled, driving forward with raw fury. But Yoda was faster, stronger, wiser, and for the first time in his life, Darth Maul felt fear. The hangar bay exploded with light and sound. Yoda's green blade moved like lightning, striking from every angle. Maul spun his double-bladed saber in a desperate defense, but he couldn't keep up. "Fast you are," Yoda said calmly, deflecting a strike, but reckless. Maul snarled, channeling the dark side, his strikes growing wilder. Qui-Gon pressed in from the left, Obi-Wan from the right. 3 Jedi, 1 Sith. The odds had changed. Maul kicked Obi-Wan back, sending him crashing into a crate. He spun toward Qui-Gon, their blades locking. "You will die here, Jedi," Maul hissed. But then, crack! Yoda's blade slammed into Maul's side, knocking him off balance. The Sith stumbled, his breathing ragged. "Die here?" Yoda said softly. "No, retreat you will." Maul's eyes burned with hatred. He reached out with the Force, pulling debris from the walls and hurling it at them. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan deflected the projectiles, but Yoda stood still, and with a flick of his hand, the debris froze in mid-air. Then it flew back at Maul. The Sith Lord barely rolled out of the way, his breathing heavy now. Blood dripped from a cut on his shoulder. He glanced at Yoda, and for the first time, hesitated. "Strong you are," Maul muttered, "but this is not over." He slammed his fist into the ground, triggering a smoke grenade. The room filled with thick black fog. When it cleared, Maul was gone. Qui-Gon lowered his lightsaber, breathing hard. He escaped. "Escaped, yes," Yoda said quietly, his gaze fixed on the empty doorway, "but wounded and afraid." Obi-Wan stepped forward. "Master Yoda, what do we do now?" Yoda turned to face them, his expression grave. "Tell the Council we must. The Sith have returned, and a master still hides in the shadows." The Jedi Council chamber was silent. Yoda stood in the center, his hands resting on his Geimer stick. Around him, the greatest Jedi Masters in the galaxy stared in disbelief. "The Sith," Mace Windu repeated slowly. "You're certain?" "Certain I am," Yoda said firmly. "Faced him myself, I did. Darth Maul, he called himself. Trained in the dark side, powerful, deadly." Ki-Adi-Mundi shook his head. "But the Sith have been extinct for 1,000 years. How is this possible?" "Possible it is, because hidden they have been. In the shadows they waited, and now they strike." Plo Koon leaned forward. "If the Sith have returned, then there must be two, a master and an apprentice. Always two there are." "Correct," Yoda said, nodding. "Maul is the apprentice, but his master, still hidden he remains." Mace Windu crossed his arms. "Then we need to find him before he makes his next move." "Agreed," Yoda said sharply. "Act now we must. Investigate every lead. Question every ally. The Sith Master walks among us, unseen, and that makes him dangerous." But not everyone agreed. "Master Yoda," Oppo Rancisis said carefully, "we cannot simply launch a galaxy-wide hunt based on one encounter. We need proof, evidence, a plan." "Evidence?" Yoda's eyes narrowed. "A Sith warrior attacked us. That is evidence." "But we cannot act recklessly," another council member argued. "The Senate will question us. The Republic—" "The Republic?" Yoda's voice rose now, firm and unyielding. "The Republic, blind it is. See the danger, they do not. But we must." He slammed his stick on the ground. "Wait we cannot, or lose everything we will." The council fell silent, and far away, hidden in plain sight, Darth Sidious smiled. Anakin Skywalker was 9 years old when he arrived at the Jedi Temple. Qui-Gon Jinn insisted. "He is the chosen one. The Force is stronger in him than anyone I've ever seen." The council had debated, argued, but with Yoda's warning about the Sith still fresh in their minds, they agreed. Anakin would be trained. But not just by anyone. Qui-Gon himself would be his master. And so the years passed. Anakin grew strong, incredibly strong. His lightsaber skills advanced faster than any Padawan in generations. He could pilot ships no one else could fly. He could sense danger before it happened. Qui-Gon was proud, but Yoda watched. "Master Yoda," Qui-Gon said one day, standing in the meditation garden, "why do you look at Anakin the way you do?"
Yoda's ears drooped slightly. "Concerned I am." "Concerned? He's progressing beautifully." "Progressing, yes," Yoda admitted, "but clouded his future is. Fear I sense in him, anger, attachment." Qui-Gon frowned. "He's just a boy. He misses his mother. That's not darkness, it's human." "Human, yes," Yoda said quietly, "but dangerous it can become." Qui-Gon shook his head. "You're being too cautious, Master. Anakin is kind, loyal. He wants to help people." "Want to help, yes," Yoda said slowly. "But how he helps, that I worry about." Across the courtyard, Anakin stood alone, practicing his lightsaber forms. His movements were sharp, precise, almost aggressive. Obi-Wan approached him, offering advice. Anakin smiled, nodded, but his eyes were distant, haunted. Yoda turned away, his expression heavy. "The chosen one he may be," Yoda whispered to himself. "But chosen for what? Unclear it remains." And deep in the shadows of Coruscant, Darth Sidious watched Anakin too, and smiled. The Clone Wars had begun. The galaxy was burning. Separatist armies clashed with Republic forces on 1,000 worlds. Jedi led clone troopers into battle, trying to hold the line. But Yoda had not forgotten. While others focused on the war, he focused on the enemy. The Sith Master was still out there, still hidden, still pulling the strings, and Yoda was determined to find him. Late one night in the Jedi archives, Yoda reviewed intelligence reports, financial records, Senate votes, communications logs, and a pattern began to emerge. Every major decision that weakened the Jedi, every law that gave the Chancellor more power, every senator who opposed Palpatine and mysteriously disappeared, it all pointed to one man, Chancellor Palpatine. "Master Yoda," Mace Windu said, entering the room. "You've been here for hours. What are you looking for?" Yoda didn't look up. "Connections I seek, between the war and the Sith." Mace frowned. "You think the Separatists are working with the Sith?" "No," Yoda said slowly. "Think the Sith are working with both sides, I do." Mace's eyes widened. "That's impossible. The Chancellor has been our greatest ally." "Has he?" Yoda turned to face him now. "Or has he been controlling us?" Mace hesitated. "You're saying Palpatine is saying nothing, I am, but investigating, yes." He pulled up a holofile. It showed Palpatine meeting with a hooded figure years ago, before the war began. The image was blurry, corrupted, but the meeting had happened. "Who is that?" Mace asked. "No, I do not," Yoda admitted, "but find out I will." Across the city, in the Chancellor's office, Palpatine stood at the window, gazing out at Coruscant. His comlink beeped. "My lord," a voice said, "Yoda is investigating you." Palpatine's smile faded. Then, "It is time to accelerate the plan." The war had reached its breaking point. Palpatine stood before the Senate, his voice filled with false concern. "The Jedi have attempted to overthrow the Republic. They are traitors, and so I am issuing emergency orders." Order 66. Across the galaxy, clone troopers received the command: turn on the Jedi, eliminate them. But this time, something was different. On Kashyyyk, Yoda sensed the betrayal before it happened. He ignited his lightsaber, deflecting blaster fire as clones opened fire. "Prepared I was," Yoda muttered, leaping into the trees. On Utapau, Obi-Wan felt the shift in the Force. He turned just as Commander Cody raised his blaster. "Sorry, General," Cody said coldly, but Obi-Wan was already moving. He dodged the shots, using the Force to disarm the clones, and vanished into the shadows. On Coruscant, Mace Windu led a strike team into the Chancellor's office. Palpatine turned, his expression calm. "Master Windu, I expected you sooner." "It's over, Palpatine," Mace said, his lightsaber drawn. "We know what you are." Palpatine's smile widened. "Do you?" Lightning erupted from his hands, but Mace was ready. He deflected the attack, driving forward with 3 other Jedi Masters at his side. The battle was fierce, brutal. Palpatine's power was immense, but this time the Jedi had the advantage. Kit Fisto struck from the left, Saesee Tiin from the right, Agen Kolar pressed forward, and Mace drove his blade toward Palpatine's chest. The Sith Lord stumbled back, his robe scorched, his breathing ragged. "You cannot defeat me," Palpatine snarled. "Wrong you are," Yoda's voice echoed from the doorway. Palpatine's eyes widened. Yoda stepped into the room, his lightsaber glowing green. "End this, I will." And for the first time, Darth Sidious felt fear. The office erupted with fury. Palpatine's lightning tore through the air, slamming into Yoda with explosive force. The ancient Jedi Master absorbed the attack, his small frame glowing with the power of the Force. "Strong you are," Yoda said calmly, "but justice stronger still." He thrust his hand forward, sending Palpatine crashing into the wall. Mace Windu and the other Jedi moved to surround him, but Palpatine rose, his face twisted with rage. "You think you've won?" Palpatine hissed. "I have controlled this galaxy for years. The clones obey me. The Senate bows to me." "Not anymore," Mace said firmly. Palpatine's eyes burned with hatred. He raised both hands, unleashing a storm of dark-side energy. The room shook, windows shattered, lightning forked in every direction, but Yoda stood firm. He reached deep into the Force, and with a single powerful motion, he pushed. The lightning reversed, the energy snapped back toward Palpatine, engulfing him in his own attack. The Sith Lord screamed, his body convulsed, his robes burned, and finally he collapsed, silent, still, defeated. The room fell quiet. Mace Windu lowered his lightsaber, breathing hard. "Is he—" Yoda approached slowly, his gaze fixed on Palpatine's lifeless form. "Dead he is," Yoda said quietly. "The Sith, no more." Across the galaxy, the clone troopers stopped. Order 66 was never fully activated. The Jedi survived. The war ended, and for the first time in 1,000 years, the Sith were truly gone. But Yoda did not celebrate. He stood at the window of the Senate building, gazing out at the city below. "Safe the galaxy is, but vigilant we must remain, for darkness always returns." And somewhere, far away, in the unknown regions, a new threat was stirring. The end was only the beginning.
Back at Maul, the Sith Lord barely rolled out of the way, his breathing heavy now. Blood dripped from a cut on his shoulder. He glanced at Yoda, and for the first time, hesitated. "Strong you are," Maul muttered, "but this is not over." He slammed his fist into the ground, triggering a smoke grenade. The room filled with thick black fog. When it cleared, Maul was gone. Qui-Gon lowered his lightsaber, breathing hard. He escaped. "Escaped, yes," Yoda said quietly, his gaze fixed on the empty doorway, "but wounded and afraid." Obi-Wan stepped forward. "Master Yoda, what do we do now?" Yoda turned to face them, his expression grave. "Tell the Council we must. The Sith have returned, and a master still hides in the shadows." The Jedi Council chamber was silent. Yoda stood in the center, his hands resting on his Geimer stick. Around him, the greatest Jedi Masters in the galaxy stared in disbelief. "The Sith," Mace Windu repeated slowly. "You're certain?" "Certain I am," Yoda said firmly. "Faced him myself, I did. Darth Maul, he called himself. Trained in the dark side, powerful, deadly." Ki-Adi-Mundi shook his head. "But the Sith have been extinct for 1,000 years. How is this possible?" "Possible it is, because hidden they have been. In the shadows they waited, and now they strike." Plo Koon leaned forward. "If the Sith have returned, then there must be two, a master and an apprentice. Always two there are." "Correct," Yoda said, nodding. "Maul is the apprentice, but his master, still hidden he remains." Mace Windu crossed his arms. "Then we need to find him before he makes his next move." "Agreed," Yoda said sharply. "Act now we must. Investigate every lead. Question every ally. The Sith Master walks among us, unseen, and that makes him dangerous." But not everyone agreed. "Master Yoda," Oppo Rancisis said carefully, "we cannot simply launch a galaxy-wide hunt based on one encounter. We need proof, evidence, a plan." "Evidence?" Yoda's eyes narrowed. "A Sith warrior attacked us. That is evidence." But we cannot act recklessly, another council member argued. The Senate will question us. The Republic. The Republic? Yoda's voice rose now,